while since I've done a physique update, given my weight and stuff like that. I'm about to start my next push phase, which I've been in maintenance for the past 8 weeks where I don't push the food, not stuffing myself, just kind of, like a health phase, gearing up for the next push phase. So that next push phase, it starts now. So after this, chances are I'm going to be in prep, whatever. And so I want to document the last push phase because that's not something a lot of people document, or I don't know that I have. So hopefully after this, if all goes well, I will be then documenting my prep. But for now, we are documenting the push in the let's get fat phase. Just kidding, but not really. So yeah, time to eat some breakfast. So as usual, this is my pre-workout meal, just chicken, rice, and then got the flavoring takeout sauce because that is my favorite. They are pretty expensive and that's like the only one I buy. But yep, this is a pre-workout meal. Unfortunately, I will not be able to take you along with my workout, through my workout. Usually Des and I work out together, but she's got a lot of work to do, so I don't have my camera person. But next time for sure. This isn't a full day of eating video either, so once I get back from my workout, I'm just gonna fill you in on everything that is to come. How about that, all right? So hold on 1 second. I'll be back after the workout. Okay, so workout is done. I don't know why I decided to close out the video after the workout. I think I just needed some time to form my thoughts. But I want to go over the game plan with you and then also update you a little bit because 2022 I feel like was the year of injury for me. But I think I finally have it sorted out and I feel hopeful. And hopefully it's not going to impact me competing too much. Because, I'm competing in men's physique still. I did have the hope of switching over to classic physique at some point, but my knee had other plans. So if you haven't been following any of 2022, I haven't been the greatest at updating you guys with this as well, but so I actually partially tore my patella tendon, and basically, it's been about 1.5 years now since the first time that I went to the doctor for this, and I've been through I think I'm on my 3rd doctor now. It just took me a while to find a doctor that specialized in sports medicine. So I had a lot of bad luck and a lot of kind of conflicting opinions, feelings, but I don't want to go too much into detail, but I will say the importance of getting a second opinion, I never understood it as much as I do now. And I'm really glad that, it was a pain in the ass year, but it taught me to advocate for myself more than I ever have had to. And I'm very glad that I did and I didn't just give up. So I found a sports medicine doctor who evaluated my knee, the patella tendon tear. I had been suggested to do PRP in the past, but unfortunately the doctors that suggested it don't seem to actually do PRP, or just quote me insane high prices that, you know, they shouldn't be that expensive. Insurance doesn't cover it, by the way, if you're wondering. So this doctor, he did an ultrasound because he specializes in PRP, and he wanted to make sure that I was even a candidate for it, because if, you know, there are limitations to PRP, and if my tear is too big, it's not going to work. He determined that he thinks that my patella tendon tear is too big for the PRP to be effective. So what he is recommending is either stem cell or surgery. He obviously will prefer to do stem cell before surgery, because once you do surgery, there's nowhere to go from there, right? So also, I just don't want another surgery. The recovery from it is exponentially harder than if you do stem cell. Stem cell, there's still gonna be recovery. You're still gonna have to be in a brace for weeks to really promote healing and just not, you know, letting the tendon heal. But unfortunately, that costs about $3,500. So plan B, I am competing in men's physique, and I am planning to compete this fall, which seems pretty far off, but in bodybuilding years time, it is not. I would be starting prep in July. So summer's gonna be here before I know it, before we know it, and I'm entering into my final push phase, like pushing the food, trying to put on some lean mass before I do my next prep. So this is a really important phase. This is going to determine if I will be competing in the fall. And I say that because the last time I competed in 2020, essentially I was told that I was too small. I needed more size. And I've been, you know, working hard at that. I've been successful at that to a certain extent, but so have the other people I'll be competing against. Everyone's getting bigger, so essentially it's like I can't keep up, but I want to give it a go, and I want to see if I can beat my last physique. I want to see what I look like shredded now versus what I look like shredded in 2020. I gave it a full 3 years off time to really build and create solid foundations, so that the next time I step on stage, hopefully I will have an improved physique from the last time at least. And I do want to place. I am competitive. That's just who I am. So I want to do well, and it's a very hard sport. It's not something that I really take lightly. 20 weeks, I'm juggling so many things as it is. So 20 weeks of basically, putting yourself through a self-induced eating disorder, controlled self-induced eating disorder. I don't want to do that unless I feel it's worth it. Like I'm gonna step on, it's always worth it, but if I feel like I'm going to bring a better package and possibly be competitive, maybe place. Ultimately, I would love to win my class at some point. I would love to say that I would get my pro card, but I think I might be a little too old for that at this point. But never say never. That's kind of one of those dreams I feel like every bodybuilder has. Will I get there? I don't know, but I'm certainly gonna try. So, November, hoping to compete. The show will be in Sacramento, so I won't have to be traveling much. At least, like last time, traveling to Texas was a bitch. And so, yeah, keeping it local this time. It will be an NPC show, and I will be starting prep in July, and I will be delaying doing anything to my knee, hopefully until after I compete, because even with the stem cell, it's gonna lay me up for a little bit. I won't be able to, it'll just, definitely make things more complicated. So basically right now I have to focus on not rupturing my patella tendon. My doctor said it's okay for me to wait, but I was like, is it a bad idea to wait? And he said, no, unless you rupture your tendon, then it would be a bad idea. So essentially, I just have to take it easy. My goal is to maintain the leg muscle mass that I have right now, which isn't a lot. If you're like, hey, you should work your legs, it's the knee thing. It's not It's a legitimate thing, all right? I'm not just making excuses. I don't actually hate leg day. I just have this knee injury that is excruciating when I try to, push it. So, and I don't want to tear. If I tear my patella tendon, I will definitely not be able to compete. So I really need to be careful. I need to be smart. I need to train smarter. And I'm older too, so I have to make sure that I stay healthy, don't injure something else in the process. So that's kind of where we're at. That's what to expect in the future, but I'm insanely excited to be, just the prospects of stepping on stage again. In 2022, I feel like, I mentioned last time, it was one of the hardest mental health years, I feel like, in a really, really long time. And a lot of times those hard years are the catalyst for an amazing one. So I'm just putting it out there in the world, manifesting that, like, yeah, last year sucked. It was hard. It was really hard mentally, physically, dealing with injuries, feeling like maybe I should quit, even though I'm trying to, like, have the champion mentality and not have any quit. But at a certain time, you kind of wonder, like, am I forcing something I'm not supposed to? But now I'm in a place where I'm so glad that I didn't quit. I don't feel like I'm forcing it. I'm feeling much healthier. Just the knee thing I have to really be careful of. But I think that there is always a payoff when there's a struggle, a year of struggle, or just when things don't go your way. Obviously, you build resiliency, but it also makes me so much more grateful for when I am feeling good, or, feel grateful that I can still go to the gym, work out, and work towards my goals, and that I didn't have to quit. I'm still here. We're still moving forward. I'm just excited for this year. I want to make this year way better than last year. So I'm continuing working on that, and I'm just rambling at this point. But that just being said, if you also had a hard year, and maybe this year is not starting off the way that you want, try to grab whatever lessons you can from the situation. Looking back on last year, although in the moment it sucked, it was really hard, you can kind of see what it was preparing you for, in a sense. And it's kind of weird. But I had a lot of breakthroughs last year along with breakdowns. But I think they were both necessary to be where I'm at right now. Not to say that I'm like coming, new year, no more mental health struggles, but I just feel good, So moving forward, let's see what we can do. Let's start this push phase. Let's grow. Gonna get lean in the summer. Not getting lean anytime soon. I'm gonna be getting fat now. So prepare for that. And thanks so much for hanging around this whole time. I know I didn't post very consistently in 2022, but hopefully, I'm working to change that in 2023. So hopefully you'll stick along for the future journey of getting back on the stage, and hopefully injury-free as well. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you. If you haven't yet, don't forget to also check out the lab. If you haven't joined yet, our community is, it's a great place to be if you have fitness goals, you need accountability, but you can't really afford one-on-one coaching. I will put the link down below. All right, guys, peace out. I'll see you next time.